The reason I want to say this is, for those of you who don't know me, I have been a supporter of food trucks since the beginning, which does not mean I am not a fan of some of our local restaurants, really all of the local restaurants who have spoken out against the food truck. But throughout this process and these meetings, I have not really ever said why I'm a supporter of our food trucks. And today I actually put some thoughts down on paper. This is the first time I've done this in a year and a half that I've been on council. So you have to suffer through it, Mayor. Here it goes. So I've been on council for about a year and a half, and I have come to respect every single one of these council members. They care deeply about the city and about its history. We're sort of a board of directors, quote unquote, for the city. It's our job to look out for the big picture. We take other people's opinions into consideration, and then we have to set the path for the future of the city. The most recent example of this is the food trucks. I would argue that the food trucks are really not the topic. This is really more of a topic about the new and versus the old, the push and pull of progress, in my opinion. So taking care of those who are already here versus bringing in new ideas, new energy, and new people. We have a great deal of history in this town and tradition, and it's one of the things I like very much about it. And in the wake of these new ideas and initiatives, I think it can feel to those who have been in the city for a long time that the history and tradition are being challenged and tossed aside. These new ideas can be threatening, and sometimes the future is not as easily seen or understood. So we're going to move forward, obviously, through this process. We can't avoid that. And we'll have this discussion. If it's not about food trucks, it'll be about the next big hot topic. It happens to be tonight about food trucks. The council is in a position to shape the future of the city, and I think that can be a healthy blend of tradition and innovation. And it's only with this mix, in my opinion, that we can build this city to be great. I'm in favor of the food truck trial program that was approved by the North Kansas City Parks and Rec Board for the period of August through December of 2015. And I'm not in support of overruling the Parks and Rec Board decision and ending the program prematurely. Food trucks have been a joy to our residents, to our students, to our employees of the city, and they've also encouraged others from outside North Kansas City to come in and see what a fine city we are. And those comments were made earlier, and I appreciate that feedback. We talk about North Kansas City and really this market as if it's one size, and I believe that the pie is not just this big. I think the pie can be bigger, and I think these provide an opportunity to grow our community and to bring more ideas, people, thoughts, initiatives into the city and growth. After the trial program ends, I'd like to see the council continue to support food trucks and other initiatives such as this in the future. I think we have a great opportunity to start thinking, talking, and leading this city into a bright future. Thank you.
Owners and the food truck people, we love all of our businesses here in North Kansas City. We've got a great number of restaurants, as Richard Groves has said. And something that struck me, and I've said this always before, since the beginning, when this brouhaha started, is to work out some kind of a compromise. And I thank Miss Rachel that brought that up, something about a compromise. Whether it be, I'm not going to get into the specifics, I've already made my opinions known on that, but I think that we do want to grow our city, we want to move it forward, we want to bring millennials and young people in, and we want to, the residents hardly ever contact us unless there's something big here going on, and I've heard from a bunch of residents. I just think that we can work something out. I think that's the problem maybe in Washington and some of these other political avenues, that there's not a room for compromise, and I think we can compromise.
I'm sorry, Mayor, too. We did get a lot of emails. The most interesting one I got, the longest one was your mother, I think. And I thought the New York Times is pretty special, Then I got one from a professor somewhere back east, Rhode Island, thank you. And he had doctorates and everything, including something about food. And I thought, man, the East Coast is even calling about this stuff. But that's just something I was going to share with you. But I don't think it was just brought up about maybe overriding the the park board on their decision, I never heard anybody even bring it up. In fact, I don't think there's a process in place to override one of our boards. So even if we wanted to, so I mean, it's a decision for the park board. I didn't want anybody to think that we're thinking about overriding one of our boards, because we just don't do it. Thank you.
Anybody else? I want to say everything you said.
Start now. I'll give it to you. Right here.
Okay. I guess that